Hello, my name is Fiona Persaud, and I'm with Sophia and Kong, and today we're going to talk about the impacts of climate change and monsoon in South Asia.
So the definition of monsoons are wind patterns that occur in certain seasons. They bring heavy rain to some parts of the world. Summer winds bring rain from the ocean to land, while winter winds have the opposite effect. You can see that by this graph here from the geography.name website that highlights the differences between the summer and winter monsoons. The importance of monsoons in South Asia. So monsoons are the main source of South Asia's rainfall, so they're important for agriculture. They help with the heat waves and droughts, but can lead to flooding and landslides. A brief overview of climate change and its impacts on monsoons. Climate change impacts South Asian monsoons by disrupting their intensity, timing, and duration. This causes abnormal rain patterns and extreme weather, which negatively impacts agriculture, public health, and water sources.
So, the South Asian monsoon climate has been changing for thousands of years. Sediment analysis indicates that the surface water of the Arabian Sea took over 1,000 years to mix with the deeper water in the past. Climate change in India and Pakistan around 8,000 years ago led to less rain in that region. Oxygen recordings and sediments suggest that the monsoon season in Asia weakened about 10,800 years ago. The high water flow of the Indus River until 8,400 years ago may have caused changes in ocean circulation. A period of unusually cold weather recorded in ice cores from Greenland affected the monsoon system in Asia and Africa. These findings indicate that the monsoon system in South Asia has been sensitive to changes in climate and ocean circulation for a long time. And understanding these historical changes can help us prepare for and adapt to future changes in the monsoon climate. And we can see here in a graph from NOAA Earth Systems Research Laboratory detailing monsoon winds and rainfall in India throughout the seasons of the year, how quickly they change in summer and winter.
Impact of anthropogenic aerosols on monsoons. So, what are anthropogenic aerosols? They're particles in the air that are generated from human activities, such as industrial dusts like carbon, nitrates, and mineral dust. So, how do they affect monsoons? They affect the intensity and duration of monsoons, as well as the distribution of rainfall. Warming of the Indian Ocean as a result of greenhouse gases causes extremes in the monsoons as shown in the image. So in image A, like average conditions when the land is warm and the ocean is cool, it's like the normal monsoon. And then in image B, when there's cooler land and warmer oceans, the monsoon is weakened. And then in image C, when the land is warm and the ocean is warm, the monsoon is revived and it's like more extreme.
Extreme events in Indian summer monsoons. The extreme weather events happening in the South Asian summer monsoon season is largely attributed to anthropogenic effects. Recent decades have shown an increase in rainfall intensity and frequency of rainfall during the monsoon season, which has led to an increase in floods. As you can see in these two pictures, one is a flooding in Jamkhandi, and another is a flooding in Mumbai. These effects are largely caused by the increase of emissions of greenhouse gases. More research must be done to create more effective countermeasures.
The South Asian monsoon is a critical weather system that provides much needed rain to the region because South Asia tends to experience many droughts. However, climate change is expected to impact the monsoon in significant ways, with implications for the environment, agriculture, and the economy. Here are some projections and impacts of climate change on the South Asian monsoon. Climate change is expected to increase the variability of the South Asian monsoon with heavier rainfall in some areas and more prolonged drought in others. There's a risk of more frequent and severe flooding in the region due to heavy rainfall and rising sea levels. Rising temperatures could lead to the melting of glaciers in the Himalayas, affecting water availability in the region. Climate change could also impact agriculture and food security in South Asia, as changes in monsoon patterns could affect crop yields. The impacts of climate change on the South Asian monsoon could have broader implications for global climate change patterns and weather systems.
So regional climate modeling systems are used by researchers to construct high-resolution climate change scenarios for their region of interest. In this case, the PRESIS regional climate modeling system was used, and it was used for climate change projections in India during monsoons. Surface temperatures are projected to increase significantly with a 95% confidence level, and effects of this would be reduction in cloud fraction, which results in a reduction of shortwave radiation, and reduction of emission of longwave radiation, which causes temperatures to increase. Another effect would be increase in solar radiation, which would also cause temperatures to increase. Increased temperatures mean increased evaporation and more precipitation, which could cause negative effects on agriculture and natural resources.
To conclude, monsoons are incredibly important to the South Asian region. Climate change has had significantly negative effects on the monsoons, causing extreme weather events that hurt agriculture, water sources, and public health. Research must be continued to discover adaptation and mitigation techniques to ensure the future for South Asia. We must reduce greenhouse gas emissions and lead more sustainable lives to reduce our carbon footprint. We can also help by supporting disaster response organizations in South Asia. The monsoons are an extremely important weather pattern, so we must protect them. Lastly, attached is an image of people walking through a flood in Mumbai from the Pacific Standard magazine.
Here are references of the various articles and journals used for this presentation. Thank you for watching.